Hello and welcome to the channel, everyone. So today I just wanted to check out a article over here from comicbook.com, and it's in regards to David Cornsweet playing Superman in video games and in other media. So it turns out that James Gunn, the moment when he ended up signing up not just David Cornsweet, but also everybody else that he's going to be casting for the whole entire DC Universe reboot. So it looks like, according to the article from comicbook.com, David Cornsweet has been confirmed to be our new Clark Kent, also known as Superman, but will he don the cape in a future Superman game? And this brings back the whole entire memory that I've had in the past. Whenever there used to be a comic book superhero movie coming out, it was usually attached to a video game tie-in. So even with the Matrix game, they also had video games that tied into it. We also had Pirates of the Caribbean; they had video games tied into it. Batman Begins had video games tied to it. X-Men Origins Wolverine had comic book movie tie-ins. X-Men had tie-ins. I mean, all these things had tie-ins, but it's been a long while since I've seen a comic book video game tied in with a major movie release, because you not only have the video games, but you have the toys, the action figures, the paraphernalia, the merchandising. The merchandise was a major, huge money making machine, and we haven't really seen that much anymore, have we? But let's continue on. Superhero video games used to largely be tie-in products for new movies and were therefore rushed along to match the timeline of a movie production. These games were typically pretty rough around the edges, but as gaming has evolved and matured, games have decided to do their own thing. The Batman Arkham series was praised for how it took the reins and charted its own course, inspiring Insomniac Games to do something similar with Marvel's Spider-Man, which has been an immense success. The recent success with superhero games has fans wanting a Superman game, but our calls have been met with silence from DC and Warner Brothers. And that's what I was talking about. It's been quiet. But according to this article, and as it goes on further, James Gunn has pretty much signed him on for a major uh, list of projects. So it's going to probably be like 5 or 10 Superman movies, along with appearances and also voice acting for the video games, and probably even motion capture. Who knows? But continuing on, will David Cornsweet play Superman in future video games? As already mentioned, James Gunn is planning a really expansive universe across mediums, so it's not just going to be video games and movies. He has also noted, somewhat controversially, that he plans to use the same actors across all projects. So, if there's a Superman game, we can probably expect David Cornsweet to play the character there. Of course, we don't have his contract in front of us now, so we can't know with certainty. But it seems like that's the intent at the very least. If being the lead in a giant superhero movie wasn't cumbersome to an actor's schedule already, playing that role in a video game definitely is, and could mean Cornsweet won't have much time to do a ton of acting in non-DC projects. I don't think so, because acting in a movie only takes a couple of months out of your schedule if you also include reshoots. But video games and voice acting and cameos, I mean, that doesn't necessarily fill your plate. For the most part, they get a big payday, act for a couple of months, and then they're free for the rest of the year. So I would have to disagree on that. Only time will tell what actually happens, but it seems like if Superman shows up in a future game, there's a significant chance Cornsweet will reprise his role. Tobey Maguire played Spider-Man in all three Spider-Man movie tie-in games, but it was kept strictly to a voice role. Very few other actors have done the same. Games now include performance capture, meaning it's an all encompassing performance that goes beyond standing in a recording booth. And yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that very much. The video game industry has changed so much that they're using the Unreal Engine 5 and it's a bit more. So we're gonna have to see, but that's the news so far, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a good one. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. Y'all have a good one. Take it easy. Bye bye.